Wake up for mommy. Please. Kayla!
Nick.
Record lows out there, Scotty.
Yeah. Hey, Lil. Kind of chilly in here, too.
I, hear you went to Christina's bar.
Yeah? From who?
From her.
Me and Nicky went for a couple beers. Not like when she was working there. Ain't that right?
Cosplay.
Uh-huh.
I ain't interested in your sister, Lil.
Good. Because she's a train wreck.
Okay.
And she didn't hit on
No.
you?
You know the mayor's gun recovery program?
Turn in a weapon, get a pair of sneakers?
Well, this kid from Strawberry Mansion turned that in a month ago for a pair of Allen Iversons.
And FIU finally got around to it?
Turns out the gun's got a body on it. Drive-by shooting, 1987.
The job ever come in?
Unsolved. Victim was a 6-year-old girl.
And this is what killed her?
Rifling matched a projectile found at the scene. This is Jason James and his son, Jason Jr.
Stupid here's the one who took my gun without permission. Turned it in.
How was I supposed to know it was hot?
Saying I did?
Mr. James, how long did you own this gun?
5 years. Bought it at a gun show. Bear Arms Bonanza.
Got proof of that?
No. But I remember the guy I bought it from. Uncle Sam Murray. Where's the crazy hat and everything?
Gun's got a history, Mr. James. It killed a little girl.
So maybe it was a good thing I turned it in.
Take off those shoes.
Dad, it's snowing outside.
Get them off. You ain't profiting off of someone getting killed.
How much you pay for this back in 2000?
89 bucks.
It's cheap.
Well, it was used.
Drive by Langston Hughes Park.
Theory at the time was a drug war over turf.
Kayla Odoms was hit when a bullet ricocheted off the basketball pole.
Yeah, got her in the chest.
Cops in 87 figured the real target was one of the players or onlookers.
2 of the spectators were ex-cons. One was a known drug dealer. 6 others with petty records at the scene.
It's a big suspect pool.
A 911 caller, Rodney Johnson, calls it in from a payphone 3 blocks away.
3 blocks?
Cell phones were science fiction in 87, Scotty.
You got anything on the car?
Beige 2-door sedan. No ID on the make or plates.
I'll send Vera and Jeffries to talk to the family.
We'll go see the gun dealer. Sold the Mac to Jason James.
Yeah, this Uncle Sam character.
What do you guess the time to crime was on this weapon?
Less than a week?
Well, for a Mac 10? I bet someone bought that bad boy and used it in a crime that very day.
We lost Kayla 18 years ago.
Why we gotta relive it now?
Mom, they got a good lead with this gun.
Let's start with you, Mr. Odoms. Where were you when Kayla got shot?
I was driving a cab till 1:30.
And you, Darnell?
Home watching TV.
The man you see here, he was just a pup back then.
Turned 12 that day.
Kayla was killed on your birthday?
Do you know she'd be 24 now?
Can you remember who was at the park that night, Mrs. Odoms?
I just remember Kayla talking a blue streak on those swings.
That girl, she could talk.
So I wasn't paying much attention to anyone else. Till after.
Think Darnell liked the fishes I got him?
I know he did.
You don't think he minded I named them for him?
You can change him if he wants to.
No, he can't. Garami's gotta be called Kissy Face because the way their mouths go. You know what Darnell wants to be when he grows up?
What?
An ichthyologist.
Ichthyologist?
Yeah, fish doctor.
Where do you get these words?
From Darnell. He's real smart. Higher, Mom, higher. Do an underdog, Mom.
All right, Miss Fish. One underdog coming up. Baby, wake up.
Oh, my God.
Don't touch me! Oh, nobody touch me!
Hey, someone call an ambulance! Ain't no phone working around here. Besides, ain't no use anyway. Girl's dead.
She's not dead! She's gonna wake up.
I'll find the phone, all right? Just don't worry.
Please! Kayla!
I didn't let her out of my arms till the paramedics got there 30 minutes later.
What were you doing at the park at 10 p.m.?
It was stifling that night. Me and Kayla couldn't sleep. We went out for a walk. If we just stayed home, Kayla'd be alive.
You couldn't have known what was going to happen that night.
I've been telling her that for 18 years.
We both have.
Don't matter. Still my fault. Always will be.
Well, here's a handsome couple.
Uncle Sam Murray.
Let me guess. Firearm for the missus. Strictly self-defense. Am I right?
You sold a MAC-10 to a man named Jason James 5 years ago?
I've been selling quality firearms for close to 20 years. You can't expect me to remember one sale.
Oh, that's why we brought this.
You recognize him?
You do something wrong?
Gun did something wrong.
Little girl was killed with it.
Hey, that ain't my fault. I'm a dealer. I don't gotta do background checks.
Where'd you get the gun?
You saying I had something to do with the shooting?
Maybe, if you owned it in '87.
That is a wild accusation. I resent it. I abhor it. I deny
Hey,
it.
Uncle Sam, listen up. You had the gun in 2000. We gotta trace it to '87. So where and when did he get the MAC-10?
I got it in '99.
Keep going.
I was visiting my dad at the Delaware Downs housing projects. Don't shoot, players. I'm unarmed.
You with the housing authority, mister?
Can't say that I am.
Well, you ain't no gangster, so.
Put that thing down, son. Now! Are you crazy, boy? This is a real gun.
Ain't no bullets in it.
What do you call those? Where the hell did you get this?
I ain't telling. Give it back.
You lucky to be alive. You know that? Now get it before I really bust a cap in your scrawny asses. Those boys came this close to meeting their maker. This close.
You didn't tell their parents?
No. Kids ran in an apartment across the hall and slammed the door.
Slammed it, huh?
So you just walked on out of there?
Those kids were lucky I showed up when I did.
Oh, lucky for you, too.
Free gun and all.
Hey, I saved their lives.
And made $89 to boot.
The Garamis. You don't have them yet.
I know. Thanks.
Dad helped me pick them out.
They're gonna be all right in this heat. For a while, sure.
If they're not, Darnell can fix them. He's gonna be a fish doctor.
There's something going down.
Now we gotta enhance this.
The Philly PD way. You know, any other city, they'd have one of Zoomer sticks.
Man, quit griping. Your eyes are better than mine.
See the guy in red shorts?
Yeah.
Cedric Browning. I arrested him a couple years ago.
Maybe this hustle will heat it up a little bit later that night.
Girls gone wild?
Videotape the Odoms family made, day of the murder. It was the brother's birthday.
You get anything?
Well, there's some kind of scuffle going on here.
Yeah, we'll check it out. Might be connected to the shooting.
Oh, boss hit a snafu with the gun.
What's that?
Well, the serial number showed it was manufactured at Barkin Industries. They have a record of it leaving the factory in August '87.
Bound for where?
The Second Amendment, a gun shop in West Philly.
So what do their records say?
That's just it. The Second Amendment says they never received the crate of guns that included our MAC-10.
So the baby was born, left the hospital, never made it home.
Well, maybe it was delivered to the wrong store.
Or maybe someone kidnapped it. The owner of Barkin Industries says you can sift through his records. No warrant necessary.
What a guy.
Well, we got to find out where that gun went, Nick. If it was delivered to the wrong store.
Or if it was stolen before it ever got to one.
It sounds like fun. Wish we can help, but...
We're on the street, boss.
Delaware Downs?
Uncle Sam said these kids with the Mac ran back into an apartment catty-corner to his dad's.
Well, hopefully the buck stops there.
One gun can pass through a lot of hands in 18 years.
All we need to know is who was holding it in '87.
Hey. So Christina didn't come on to you?
No.
No, I saw it.
When you left, man, you didn't see anything.
You gotta call it off.
Don't worry about it.
Serious. It's what you call ill-advised.
I'm on it, okay?
Yes?
Philly homicide, ma'am.
Tracking a murder weapon. Was last seen in this apartment in '99.
99, you say? I was here in 99. Hell, I was here in 89. Feel like I've been here since 09.
Man saw two boys out in the stairwell. Playing with a gun?
MAC-10. And they ran into your place.
Well, that figures.
Ma'am?
Those boys are my grandsons.
Where'd they get the gun?
Where I kept it, under a floorboard, thinking they'd never find it.
So that gun was yours?
Not exactly. I stole it.
Mind telling us from who?
I gonna catch trouble.
Nah.
From a family I was working for. This was, what, back in '93.
Shirley? Could I have a word, please? Shut the door, please. Is there something you'd like to tell me?
I don't think so, Eric.
I think there is. I think you found something under my mattress.
No.
You're lying.
I got vacuuming to do.
You're the only one who comes in here. I know you took it. Now give it back.
Oh, what?
Give it back to me, truly, or I swear to God.
I've seen those pictures you draw. List of all those people with skulls by their name.
Ever hear of the word privacy?
I ain't gonna let you shoot up yourself, this house, or anyone else for that matter.
Then I'll just get another gun and hunt you down with it.
You can try, Eric. Just remember you ain't the only one gonna be armed. I took that kid's gun for his own good. Then my grandkids nearly got killed with it.
Any idea where Eric got hold of that MAC-10?
Nope, never had a chance to find out neither. Got fired the next day. No good deed goes unpunished.
Sounds like you might have saved some lives there, truly.
Maybe, maybe not. Who's to say?
Just finished retooling.
On account of the assault weapons ban being lifted.
It's about time they stopped meddling with the Second Amendment.
Sell many Macs back in '87?
Macs were the weapon of choice among certain populations back then.
You got the invoices, which stores the guns were shipped to?
All our records post-92 are computerized. Pre-92, however, is it's a different story.
That's unfortunate.
If a case of my Macs was delivered to the wrong store by accident, I'm not liable, right?
We're just looking for the shooter, Mr. Barkin.
Yeah, unless you pull a drive-by in 87, you got nothing to worry about.
Good. Good. I just make them. Can't control who buys them. Take all the time you need.
Nice guy.
Eric Morrison?
Yeah, I'm Eric. Did I do something?
You remember a woman used to work for your family? Truly Sinclair?
Yeah, sure. Why?
Well, she says she took a gun from you in 1993.
Yeah.
Mac 10?
Yeah.
How long did you own it?
6, 7 months. Why, is Truly in trouble? Because she kind of saved my life.
Yeah? How?
I told my parents Truly stole money from me, but she told them the truth about the gun.
But they believed you.
No. They believed her. Came down on me like a ton of bricks.
Oh, but Truly said she was fired the next day.
Yeah, she was. For stealing. My parents were jerks.
So you're 16 years old. How do you get your hands on a Mac 10?
That's kind of a funny story. Maybe not that funny. See, we live near this writing club where I used to draw pictures of Satan and stuff. Freak out the writers.
It better be.
It's Judgment Day, Chipster. Hasta la vista, baby.
Oh, sweet. Okay, let me try. Wait, I want to see what I hit. Dude. Check this out. It terminated. What is that? Holy crap! Damn, Pete, you shot a horse! Girl's guts are spilling out! I didn't mean to shoot that! Let's get the hell out of here. We can't just leave it like this! What are we supposed to do, call a vet? You gotta put it out of its misery! You shoot it! I'm not shooting a horse! Let's just get out of here!
They just left it there?
He didn't suffer long.
Because you found the gun in those bushes?
And I did what Chip and Dale couldn't.
You ever get your hands on another gun?
My parents started watching me like a hawk. Then I graduated high school, got away from guys like Pate. Anger kind of just dissipated.
So, how'd Pate come into that Mac 10?
Mainline Yacht Club. Bought it from some guy named Witherspoon.
At least that's what I heard them bragging about.
Okay, Eric.
Hey, if you see Truly again, will you apologize to her for me? You know, for being such a demented kid?
You tell her yourself. Ain't like she lives in Antarctica.
Our Mac 10 was not delivered to any gun store in the greater Philadelphia area.
And I got the paper cuts to prove it.
So it was stolen. Got us thinking about who was delivering those guns for Barkin.
So we checked the employment rolls, Philly Hall, 87.
That's the company transported the guns?
Interesting name on their list of drivers. Rodney Johnson.
The 911 caller.
Maybe a target of the drive-by since he was out on the court that night.
Oh, that's some coincidence.
Or not.
This guy transported the gun that almost killed him?
Clincher is, the guy fighting with Cedric Browning on that videotape?
Rodney again.
One the same.
A lot of roads all leading one direction. Right to Rodney Johnson.
Talk to your old boss at Philly Hall, Rodney.
Said you were fired because your cargo had a habit of coming in late and light.
Those accusations were unsubstantial.
Well, one of the Mac 10s you were hauling turned out to be a murder weapon.
Killed a 6-year-old, Kayla Odoms.
Do you remember Kayla? You called in the 911.
Yeah, I remember.
So who do you figure the shooter was that night?
How do I know?
Because you sold them the gun?
Me.
You.
Statute of limitations on theftery is up, right? Then I admit, I moved a lot of guns.
So who'd you sell one to that might want to see you dead?
Look here. My AKA back then was Big Mac, on account of how many guns I flipped.
How many?
Hundreds. And I made it a point of not getting to know my clientele.
Let's talk about Cedric Brownie, Rodney. What's your fight with him about?
Excuse?
At the park, night of the murder, you were hassling each other.
That was a personal dispute. He was in my face because his woman was casting them ferrochromes my way.
And you weren't waving them off.
Maybe it was him.
Cedric wasn't a shooter. He was selling peanuts at the Phillies game that night.
You get in a lot of domestic disputes, Rodney?
With boyfriends, husbands, maybe?
I tried not to mess with the married ladies.
Tried.
I failed on occasion. One in particular. Guess it don't make no difference now.
Who?
Dead girl's mom, Jessie.
Mr. Witherspoon?
I'm Witherspoon. Who wants to know?
Philly PD.
Philly PD, huh? Whatever it is, I didn't do it.
Here, you sold the weapon to a kid named Pate back in '93?
93. Possible. I had a small problem with the grain industry back then.
How's that?
I needed whatever cash I could muster.
So you sold a MAC-10 to a teenager?
My judgment was impaired.
So where'd you get the Mac?
You ever heard of Chicken Little? Because that night, I was Chicken Little.
What night would that be?
The night my better half kicked me out of the house. I slept by the river. I was sure it was my wife sending me a not-so-subtle message to blow my brains out.
When was this?
August '87. I remember because I swore off the hard stuff right then and there. The hard stuff, mind you, not the entire family of alcoholic beverages.
Dad, look at the car you got. You sure you were seeing it straight?
Yeah. It was a Plymouth. Volare, like the song. Volare. Oh. Before your time.
Can you remember anything about the driver? Anything at all?
No. Just the car. And that it wasn't my wife's, because she was on a one-way train to Augusta that night. Last time I ever saw her.
Rodney Johnson. Worst mistake of my life.
Who knew?
No one.
You sure?
If you're thinking about my husband, don't, because he didn't know.
How can you be so sure?
Because I've been with him for the last 18 years. Don't you think he would have mentioned it by now?
Unless he had a reason not to.
He didn't know. And you can't tell him, promise me.
Sorry, Jesse, I can't do that.
Why? Why should he suffer now because I was a fool 18 years ago?
Because I was lonely and selfish.
Did you know Rodney had other women?
I was stupid, not blind.
You saw him with someone else.
That day, at Darnell's birthday party.
You think Mr. and Mrs. Kissyface have babies, Darnell?
No, Grammys don't mate in captivity.
It's good cake, babe.
Yeah. Thanks, Mom.
No problem.
You like the mint more than the fish?
Nah, I like them both the same.
You all right?
Yeah, sure, I'm good.
Well, I got a double shift tonight.
You gotta go?
12 years old. You the man now. Happy birthday, son.
My birthday's coming up, too.
Yeah, we know.
Mom, Dad's leaving. Don't you want to say goodbye?
I was such a fool. Thought my heart was actually breaking. Crazy, right? Considering what God was about to teach me about real heartbreak.
It wasn't chance, was it? You going back to that park that night?
Now you know why Kayla's dying is my fault.
Did you go to confront Rodney?
More like to kick his worthless ass. But by the time I got there, he was already playing ball.
So you waited?
Took Kayla to the swings. Any justice in the world, that bullet would have hit me. Not her.
Scotty, come in, it's freezing.
Nah. Can't.
Why not?
Chris, that night, it was a mistake.
It was.
Because, you know,
No, I don't know.
your sister. Look, it's ill-advised.
Scotty, I know what this is. You're thinking about Alyssa.
Look, I can't be anything to anyone right now. I'm sorry.
Oh. For the record, I'm not.
Look, I don't plan on telling Lil.
Me neither.
It's better that way.
You change your mind. I'm right here.
Yeah. Okay.
We sure Mike Odoms didn't know about his wife's affair with Rodney Johnson?
Jesse says no.
Because Lil just got a DMV report from '87.
The car that was seen dumping our MAC-10 off the bridge was a Plymouth Volare.
And guess who owned a Volare back then?
Please don't say Mike Odoms.
Maybe he didn't confront Rodney face to face. Maybe it was at a distance.
So we're saying if Mike found out about Rodney...
Maybe he set out to get rid of the man coming between him and his wife.
In trying to kill Rodney, he shot his own daughter.
My wife is a good woman. Don't try and tell me otherwise.
We're not saying that, Mike.
But we are saying Jesse had an affair with Rodney Johnson in '87.
And Rodney Johnson was the target of that drive-by.
So what? You think I tried to kill him?
My wife stepped out on me with a lowlife like Rodney.
Think about what you're saying to me, detectives.
We're saying you had a motive to shoot Rodney Johnson.
The oldest reason in the book. Revenge.
No, you're saying I killed my own daughter. And I'm not gonna sit here and take that kind of disrespect.
All right, Mike. How do you explain that your car was ID'd as the shooter's?
I can't. I was working. It don't make no sense.
Could someone have borrowed your car?
I know I didn't let no one use it. And Jessie would have said if she did.
So who else could have taken it?
There wasn't nobody else home to take it.
Except Darnell.
Darnell was 12 years old.
I knew how to drive when I was 12.
Well, Darnell didn't. Now, I know that for a fact. An absolute fact. My boy did not know how to drive.
You don't recognize him?
Looks awful young for one of my customers.
Come off it, Rodney. You'd sell to a toddler if they had the cash.
Look again.
It's possible I did business with a boy look like this.
Possible.
And keep in mind, I wasn't selling out of Kmart with them fluorescent lights.
Send me a 4. The Big Mac don't inventory semis. Fat boys that sell are all converted. We'll take 6. You the man, Big Mac. Hey, been a pleasure mercantiling with you. All right.
I want to buy a gun.
That's good. Cause I'm fresh out of milking cookies, young blood.
Have you ever seen Miami Vice?
Crockett and Tubbs, them's my boys.
Because the guns I use is the kind I want.
Choice of professional gangsters everywhere. Converted MAC-10. Fully automatic assault weapon. 30 rounds per second.
How much?
For a beginner banger like yourself out to make his bones? A Benjamin.
Does that include the bullets?
1 clip. You need more, you come back and see me. This your lunch money or what?
Can I have my gun?
You bad now, boy.
So who is this boy?
Jesse's son. Darnell.
Damn. I didn't know Jesse had a son.
Why would you? Considering your interest in the woman.
You know, Kayla would be alive today if it weren't for you.
How you figure?
You provided the motive and the weapon.
And there ain't no statute of limitations on aiding and abetting.
Come on now.
Maybe the DA can bump it up to conspiracy to commit murder.
Conspiracy?
I ain't pulling no triggers.
Don't need to.
Just gotta give the assist.
Mr. and Mrs. Odoms.
Figured you'd be coming.
And we knew why, so we got something to say.
Well, you don't need to say anything.
I fired that gun. Killed Kayla.
Mr. Odoms, it's too late for that.
I went home in my cab, got in my car, drove by the park. Shot it up.
It's true. I saw him. I didn't want to say anything because I love the man.
That true, Darnell?
You don't gotta confess for me, Dad. They know.
They don't know nothing, do you?
I wish I didn't. I really do.
We've already lost one child.
You can't take away the only one we got left. Oh, please.
I'm sorry.
He was 12.
Courts will take that into consideration.
Why'd you do it, Darnell?
To keep them together.
So how'd you know it was Rodney coming between them?
Heard my mom on the phone. And then at the birthday party, I saw the way she was looking at him.
And I just knew.
Then I thought about my dad in his cab. Working his ass off. And when my mom told me she was going to take Kayla out for a walk that night,
You knew you could take the car and no one would know.
if only I would have known you were going in that park, I would have never pulled that trigger. But I didn't know. I didn't see you. Or Kayla. know it's too late.
Let me get there. What you got? Come on, man.
You're bad now, boy.
But then, show ain't over yet, Binks. Just getting started.
Wake up for mommy.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A son's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the window, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why no one got to know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.